Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my new YouTube channel, Kevin Hatley Photography. Today I'm going across to Doncaster, about 20 miles away from where I live, and I'm going to have a day out at Potteric Carr Nature Reserve. And here we are, 18 miles later, arriving at the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust Potteric Carr Nature Reserve. Cafe, shop, good car parking facilities. Whoop. And it looks like I'm one of the first. Hi, and welcome to Potteric Carr Nature Reserve, part of the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. What I aim to do today is have a walk around the reserve, take some pictures, take some video. I'm looking at doing a new series on my YouTube channel, looking at nature reserves which are on my patch, and that's what I'm going to call the series, On My Patch. So I'm here at Potteric Carr today, and what we'll do is we'll have a walk around the reserve and we'll see what we can see. Come and join me. We're at the Visitor Centre, Yorkshire Wildlife Trust, Potteric Carr. Plenty of facilities, cafe, toilets. Restrictions in place because of COVID at the moment. There's a one-way circuit around the reserve. As you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. So you couldn't ask for better weather for having a good walk around Potteric Carr. So that's 360 of the visitor centre. This is a typical footpath around the reserve. Potteric Carr's mainly a mixed deciduous woodland environment, mainly oak and beech. As I say, footpaths are nice and firm, wheelchair friendly, plenty of seats around the reserve where you can sit down, have a rest, have a brew. Yeah, a very nice place to walk and a beautiful day to be doing it. On the reserve itself there's a number of these small ponds which are normally very good for one of my favourite subjects, dragonflies and damselflies. It's just about 10 o'clock in the morning, sun's out and things are starting to warm up. They're not quite out yet, but I would expect to get some photographs later on. This is a stretch of track leading back towards the visitor centre. I call it Dragonfly Alley. Great for, well, as the name suggests, dragonflies, so let's try and see what's about. Stretch of river that runs parallel to the track that I've just walked down, which I call Dragonfly Alley, just next to the visitor centre. This is normally good for banded damosels, beautiful colours. There we are. Here we are at the Westgate Hide at Potteric Carr. I'm just going to pan round, zoom in a little bit. There are literally hundreds of lapwings here. A big flock of them. Just missed a curlew. Again, beautiful day. More lapwings out in the water. With a female shoveler duck in amongst them, shoveling away. The swan taking off, timed that right. And we've got a little egret. Yeah, over on the left hand side of this hide. I'm just getting some video of them. Beautiful white plumage on them. Hello again, I'm now sat in the Roger Mitchell hide here at Potteric Carr. What I normally tend to find you get with hides is that some people will come in the hide, and if they don't see something within the first 10 minutes, then they're up and away. And you often miss things, so I always think it's a good thing when you get in a hide that establish yourself and stay for at least 1 hour, and that's what I intend to do here. And hopefully I'll have some pictures and some video to show you. This is the view from the Roger Mitchell hide, and again I'll just do a scan so you can see what the area's like. Quite a very interesting tree here. No doubt marsh harriers and things like that will normally set up there, and buzzards scanning the area. On here I've seen, different from before, there's geese, some cormorants. So again I'll just zoom in. See the geese, grey-lag geese, and a couple of cormorants, 3 cormorants. Just drying themselves off in the sun. The geese all having a mid-morning kip. Nice big expanse of water. Oh, and here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quite large cygnet swans. I don't know where the parents are. I don't know if they're just on their own. No, can't see any parents. The family sticking together. There we go. I don't even think I know where they think they're going. Interesting time in the Roger Mitchell hide here at Potteric Carr Reservoir, Reserve. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue my walk and see what else we can find. Here we are in one of the other hides, and I've just found these 2 swans, mute swans. The water is like a glass. Swans mate for life, so this will be a pair. How do you tell the difference? Well, the way you tell the difference with a swan is the top of the nose, or the top of the beak, is a lot bigger and raised. It's called the wattle on the male, and the male is recognised as the cob. Here we have a heron having a preen. I can hear, in fact, I can hear another heron in the background. That's why he's standing upright and he's wondering where the noise is coming from, and he's looking. He's either going to stay, and if the other one turns up, there'll be a scrap. Grey heron. If you get into photography, grey herons are probably one of the best subjects you can get for learning how to photograph birds, because they're very obliging. These marks in the ground at the side of the track, so all these dark marks here are where either deer or badgers, more likely deer, have been snuffling around looking for acorns, which are now landing on the ground. So that's fresh signs of deer. The likelihood of them being out at this time of day is pretty low, but keep my eyes on them, you never know. Okay, I'm walking along this path which runs parallel to the M18 motorway. You might be able to hear it in the background, but the place is absolutely heaving with butterflies. The sun and the warmth has obviously brought them out. So what I'll do is I will put out some pictures to show you the butterflies that I've seen here today. Beautiful weather, so I'll see you later. The one thing that will scare a dragonfly off them more than anything else is a shadow. So just to demonstrate that, let's see what happens. No, he didn't move. Oh well. Because of the weather today, it really did bring up the butterflies and the dragonflies and the damselflies, and I've kind of concentrated on them a little bit. But the aim of today really was to have a go at looking at a local nature reserve and doing a little blog on it. And as I said, I'm going to do a series of these called On My Patch, and this is the test run. And the lessons that I've learnt today, hopefully, will go to improving my really first one on the patch. Until then, take care, bye bye.